Hey guys, it's Allie. I'm here for another yoga session, and tonight we're just gonna allow our feelings to come through. It's been something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I think yoga is a great place to allow yourself to be overwhelmed. It's a safe place because often what we do with feelings is try to shut off. We try to numb. Too much TV, drinking, sex, drugs. You can turn anything into a numb out session. And those things are fun. Have fun with them. But when you're utilizing them to feel nothing, there's something going on there. So yoga is a place where you can take all those feelings, all the crappy ones that you don't want, and just allow whatever you need to come up. So allow that into your practice today. Maybe set an intention that you're just not going to push anything out. You're just going to give yourself the space to feel it. And then you don't have to do anything with it. There's no resolution, there's no solution. It's just feeling it. And it'll probably work itself out if you allow it to. Not necessarily, but you'll get there. So let's just start off in a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. Check in with your posture, roll those shoulders down and back, soft neck. And we're just gonna start to do half circles here. Make sure the shoulders are back, but then drop that neck. Let the chin really come all the way down to the chest. Slow it down. Go right into that breathing. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then when you reach one side, just hold. Look all the way up, all the way down. You're nodding yes to yourself. And then switch sides. This really just opens up the back and the side of the neck, which we don't often do. Let that chin just drop to the chest. If you want, don't push, but you can add a little bit of resistance to just get you a little further, but very soft. And then on an inhale, lift that chin all the way up. Again, maybe add a little too, but not pushing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then we're gonna start with our shoulders. Really get into those arm circles. Taking it back, squeezing, and then take it forward. Right hand comes up, left hand can come to the ground. Keep the hips grounded and just fall over and allow everything to open up. You're really pushing out instead of down. So just allow your body to open. Softly go to the other side. There it is. And now what we're gonna do is stay where you are. I'm just gonna shift. Take the hands and interlace them behind. If this is a little intense, you can grab the forearms. You're still gonna get that opening. If you wanna go a little further, interlace the fingers and push them away from your body. And as you do this, you look up, the chest, neck, and shoulders opening, and breathe. Deep inhale, little pause, let it out. One more. Just shake everything out. We have one more of those, but we're gonna go forward with it. So set that up again, maybe forearms, maybe interlace. Inhale, we look up. Exhale, you're gonna take it forward and just go as far as your body wants to. Listen to yourself, tell you what you need. Maybe the forehead comes down, maybe it doesn't even come close, but you're receiving the stretch wherever you are. One more breath. Hands release first. They come forward and assist you up. So we're gonna go into a tabletop position. You guys know what this is. Make sure that weight is equally distributed in the hands. Inhale, drop the belly, and we'll do some cat and cows. The movements are really linked with the breath, so go at your own pace. Deep inhale as I rise. Deep exhale as I curl. And then utilize that in your practice as you go through it. Right hand's long, left leg's back. We're gonna hold. I'm moving my hand and my feet away from each other, creating traction in my body. Inhale, exhale. On this inhale, we're actually gonna go up. You're gonna make your body into a U. So inhale, I lift everything up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Scrunching in. Inhale, lift. You can come up a little higher. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more. Nice and long, strong foundation. Bring it in. Drop it. And just wag that tail or any movement you need. Check in with that neck. We tend to crank it. Just let it be in line with the spine and soft. Now we're going to do the other side. So we create that long line first with a strong foundation supporting us. Don't cave in. Push that floor away. Stay here on the inhale. Rise up. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more. Actually, no, two more. I can count, I promise. Knee to elbow. This is the last one. There we go. That core. If you feel wobbly, tighten that core. That'll get you there. Knee to elbow. And then shift side to side or any movement. So from here, toes turn under, heels lift back. If you are scrunching your top body, bend the knees. The hamstrings might be tight. And don't worry about the heels hitting. You really want from your shoulders to your hands straight, my biceps in line with my arms. Don't worry about the feet. Lifting that tailbone, elongating the spine, there's the stretch. So if your legs are straight, great. If not, that works too. Two more deep breaths here. Last one. We're gonna slowly walk up to our hands, hang out in the forward fold. Same rules apply for the back of the legs. They're tight. Give them a bend. It's about getting the stretch, not forcing your body to look or be a certain way. Just meeting you where you are. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, come down. Inhale, slowly rise. Gather. Hands come together. Maybe you go back a little. Take the hands to the chest, and right here, just close the eyes. Maybe just check in after a little movement. Maybe go back to that intention that you set, or just be here in stillness. Breathe through. There's no rush. Just be right where you are, wherever that is. Good, bad, ugly. Just appreciate that you're here. One more breath. Eyes can softly open. You go up, swan dive. Plant those hands, feet go back, and we're in a plank. So we're gonna hold the plank for a little bit. You can come down on your knees, or you can go up. But just like tabletop, you're pushing through. You don't wanna cave, you actually wanna push through. Hold the plank and breathe. Our left knee is gonna come down. My right foot turns to the side, my right arm guides me like I'm pulling a bow and arrow. Launch up. And it feels like I'm being pulled to the ceiling, so I don't scrunch in, like my top hand is lifting up. Breathe through. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel that opening through the chest. Exhale, back to plank. Everything comes up. Breathe. And now we're gonna switch sides. So the right leg's gonna drop. You stay where you are. I'm just gonna switch sides. Right knee comes down. Left leg turns out, string that bow, pull it up, lift, stretch, breathe in, breathe out. And then the hand comes down, we're back at plank. So from here, we're gonna chaturanga. Again, you can be on the knees, but wherever you are, think of taking the biceps and spinning them forward. Your hands are gonna stay right by your ribs. Chaturanga, toes curl under, and I lightly dive up. Then push back, child's pose. So feet come together, but knees are a little apart, and go straight down. You have some options. You can do claw hands, which actually stretches out your back, or prayer hands, where it comes up and your hands go towards your tailbone, and that's gonna actually stretch your triceps. So whatever you feel like today, maybe you just wanna hang out in regular old child pose, and that works too. Wherever you are, we're gonna start to go right over to the left. So feet stay where they are, and just take a little side stretch. See how far you can walk it over with keeping that right hip in line with the left. So it's gonna wanna follow the arms, take it back, square the hips, and see where you can get with that stretch. You should feel it all along the intercostal muscle of your ribs. Exhale, come through center, and then just switch sides. And maybe one side is a little bendier. That's a word, right? Maybe it's a little bendier. It's okay if they're different. One more breath. Come on back. Take it down just one more time. All right. Tailbone's gonna go up. Rise up to that down dog. Maybe walk it here. Shake the head yes and no, just letting the neck be soft. And you can walk it, or what you can do if you want a little hop, you want to work on your presses. My sight goes first to where I'm going, so I'm going to look in between my hands, my knees bend, and I control my body, but I launch up and I softly land forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And let's add a forward fold here. So instead of just a regular one, you can maybe do the palms under your feet. And if you feel like you're not flexible and can't get there, you can. The legs just bend. And then when you get that increased flexibility, the hamstrings are warm, maybe straighten the legs. Neck is soft, forward fold. Breathe in, breathe out. Release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, rise up. No rush. Palms meet. Take it back a little so I push my hips forward as my hands go back. And then come on. Hands to chest. Now we just reverse. So send it back up. Swan dive forward. Plant those hands, feet go back. We're in that plank again. Instead of dropping the knee this time, what we're gonna do is just shift the legs. If this is too much, that knee can come down. But now we do the bow and arrow movement and we hold. It's a little harder without that knee, so work through it. If this is challenging, see where you can soften your body. See if you can slow down your breath. Calm within chaos. Exhale, plant that hand, we're back at plank. Chaturanga push-up. And then shift those feet, other side. Being pulled up to the ceiling. Plant, there you go. We're gonna lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. We're gonna do a few of these, so link with your breath. I actually like extending my hands, getting those claw hands. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale here. Maybe hold this position, but keep the breath. And then if you want to go. All right, so we're back in Cobra. Wrists are lifted. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, rise up. Take it down. Come on down. Feet go up. Windshield wiper back and forth. Nice and slow. opening up that lower back. I'm noticing all the things that have been dropped underneath my couch. Just an added benefit to yoga. We'll get to those later. Come on up. I'm going to push myself up into down dog. Walk or gently hop to that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slow, slow rise. Bring the hands down. They come back up. We reverse that. Plant the hands, feet go back. Down dog. Right leg goes back, three-legged dog. Come through. We're gonna find that lunge. The back foot spins, my left hand guides me through warrior two. Those shoulders are right over those hips. Don't reach. Let the shoulders be soft. Back hand is gonna wrap around like it's coming to the opposite hip. It's okay if it doesn't get there. Right hand flips and we take it over. Right hand comes down, we're going to side angle. So the left hand goes nice and long. There's a line going from my wrist all the way down to my foot. This hand is really light. It's not dumping weight. It's just lightly guiding me there. Spin back to that warrior two. Stare down that hand. Hand spins back. Right leg goes to plank position and we hold. Feet drop to the side, left hand goes up, long and strong hold. Hand goes down, and we just simply shift our feet, other side. Hand comes down, booty back, down dog. Left leg this time goes back, three-legged dog. Knee comes forward. Find that lunge, spin up to warrior two. You stay where you are. I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna change the angle on the candle. We're a little dropped. That was driving me crazy. Here we are, we're in our warrior two. So for warrior two, my front heel is in line with my back foot arch, like you're on a balance beam. Hands open, palms down, soft shoulders, long back. Right hand wraps to the hip or as close as it can. Palm flips and we take it back and just simply bend back. This hand lands, right leg long, and we're at side angle. Again, don't lean that weight on it. I can lift this hand. It's just here for very mild support. My right hand guides me back to my warrior two. Stay here and just breathe through. Stare down that middle finger so long it gets blurry. Cartwheel the hands, foot goes back, and we're in down dog. So we're gonna do some calf raises while we're in down dog. So inhale, the feet go up as high as they can, hold, and then slowly go down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Last one, we're gonna come to the peak position and then just have little pulses. So you just go down about half an inch up and down in the highest position you have. Last one, exhale all the way down. Within down dog, my right hand. All right, apologize, my camera keeps cutting off. So we are within down dog. My right hand is gonna reach my left ankle. If it gets there, maybe I wrap and I hold. Take that forward, shift to plank, chaturanga push-up, and then back to down dog, opposite side. So reach, wrap that hand around. Keep breathing. Place that hand and softly jump, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slow, slow rise. Reach, reach, reach. And when we reach here, we're just gonna shift back and forth, stretching out. And we have one more interlace. So we're gonna go to a wide stance. My toes are pointing out. I'm actually gonna shift a little bit, but I interlace, so I open my chest, open my shoulders, inhale, look up, exhale, slowly, very slowly forward fold. And wherever you hit resistance, that's where you stop. Don't push past that. Find that stretch and then hang out in it. And from here, if you like, you can add a little movement. So each knee is gonna bend. I come to center, bend on each side. One more each side, nice and slow. My hands are gonna drop first. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Inhale, my right hand stays. My left hand pulls just like that bow and arrow from the previous move. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, go down. Inhale, reverse sides. Come on down. And then we just come on down to the floor. Back on the floor, knees into chest, and we're gonna do hip circles here. They can be as small or as big, that feels good. And now we just switch sides. Right leg is long. No, sorry. Right knee is bent, left leg is long. I had to think about that. Knee can be bent if that's intense. We're gonna add a twist. So my right leg falls gently over to the left and my sight goes over to the opposite side. Breathe, and you're just opening up that hip. So the knee might not touch, don't crank it. You're actually gonna lose the twist if you do that. So just let it float. You can support it with a prop. Bring both knees in, give them a big hug, squeeze, and then switch sides. Breathe through. And then this foot drops, the knee rather, and we look in the opposite direction. I love these twists. Last breath. From here, come to middle, and we're actually gonna go into cobbler's pose, but while we're lying down, so, or butterfly. I was gonna say palm of the feet, but that's not a thing, but you know what I mean by that. So, version of palm of the feet are together, knees drop, hands can be wherever feels good. I actually like taking opposite hands to forearms and coming over, just adding a little shoulder stretch while I also get that hip stretch. I release my hands, and what I do with them is I guide them under my thighs and help myself out of this pose. Knees comes towards you, feet to the ceiling, and we're gonna go to happy baby. So I'm actively pulling my knees towards me. Maybe you add a little rock here, side to side. You control that movement with the core. And then from here, the most important pose, Shavasana. So come lie down anywhere that's comfortable, to the floor. You remain where you are and let the eyes close. And I want you to just go back to that intention that you first set. Allowing those feelings to come in, whatever they were for you, and just see where you are with that. You didn't have to push them away, you didn't have to numb out. You addressed them, you faced them, and you brought them into your practice. I hope that helps. Namaste.